Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to DreamHack Bucharest. It's day one. Pretty much all the games happened today. It's a double elimination format, best of 3 games all the way through. And, well, currently here on BTS1, we are casting the fuzzy, where's the fluffiest? Fluffy bears, not fuzzy bears, apparently.
Something bears.
DENDI Havost +3, Romanian stand-ins. And then, of course, you've got Cloud9. Cloud9 took game 1. They did so very convincingly, and it was just a dominant display from AUI 2000 on the Tramp Protector. And, well, Sing Sing had a slow start, but, man, he snowballed. Ended the game with an ultra kill, a rampage, and just went ham.
Ember's a good hero.
Ember's a good hero, and they ran it very well. And with that being said, it's time now for Game 2. Will the Bears get knocked straight down to the loser's bracket, or do they force a deciding Game 3? They've got their work cut out from here, but the draft is underway, so let's go ahead and hop on into it. We've got the Bears on the Dire side, Cloud9 on the Radiant, and... well, we talked about instead of trying to ban out 4 of the 5 heroes, the Invoker, Bat, Ember, Lycan, and Naga, leave 2 in the pool, and then go for a trade. And, well, that's what Cloud9's going to do here. Instead of banning something else, they go ahead and ban out Nyx. In fact, there were 3 of those heroes left in.
4.
Naga, yeah, Naga and Invoker. So, Ember, Naga is kind of an awkward draft. Don't think we'll see that out of Cloud9, but... well, it's something that
Ember and Invoker slightly unusual too, just because Sing Sing plays both of those heroes.
Yeah, for Cloud9 it's a bit unusual. The Bears, well, I think they'll have their pick here, either the Naga or the Invoker, or maybe neither. Maybe they go for something different. But yeah, it's quite a different draft considering game 1. I do like this tree ban though. That tree was everywhere.
He did way too much.
Yeah, but go for the Puck for Bone 7. So offlane Puck. Ember mid for Sing Sing, and now we'll just look towards Eternal Envy. Safe lane hero, Doom's out there, Luna's out there. We'll see what they want to do, and of course the 2 supports. And as for the Bears, what's it going to be? Batrider picked up, probably going the way of Arise. And Ancient Apparition's now the selection. So they get the really strong pickoff combo, the lasso into the Ancient Apparition ultimate. There's something of a global presence here as well.
If they wanted to pick AA, I don't really think they need to ban Tree or Dazzle. Ancient Apparition is like really good versus both of those heroes too. He's ranged, he doesn't need to be in the fight, he won't get overgrowth. He's fairly difficult to zone out because of the chilling touch, and all the heal is just useless versus AA ultimate. So, Fluffy Bears, they probably didn't expect the draft to go this way, I suppose. Being able to get Batrider first in exchange for an Ember, but Ancient Apparition does not give any lockdown versus Ember Spirit, so that's a fairly big problem.
Well, it's one they can look to address with their solo mid pick. I think the main one that's jumping out for me is the Invoker. Run a DENDI Invoker mid, can get the Cold Snap lockdown, potentially EMP can be alright as well, although I imagine we'll see Quas Exort, and then you've got Lasso, Cold Snap, and that's pretty decent lockdown at that point. I mean, it's never enough, right? You always want a bit more versus Ember, but...
is this going to be a Naga truce? Hey guys, the gentleman's agreement.
The Bears could still run it. Cloud9 less so.
That's a great counter initiative versus Batrider and AA ultimate though. So
yeah, you blink into Lasso, you just song, and well, the fight's pretty much over at that point.
Yeah, it really is. But it doesn't give them that much early fight too. They just pretty much have to rely on Radiance, and generally with Ember and Puck, you want some other fighters so you can get a lot of kills in the early game.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, other options out there are the Doom got banned. So they have run this Ember Luna combo before, and it sounds very greedy, but both heroes actually have a ton of early game damage, so it's not as greedy as what you might think initially. But
yeah, it's not that bad. Luna's still pretty strong in tri-lane, and Ember Spirit, he doesn't usually like lose his lane terribly bad in the middle. Well, I guess the last game he did.
As far as the pool of supports go, there's some junglers out there right now. Your Chen, your Enchantress, for AUI 2000 potentially.
Shadow Demon, decent against Batrider too if they want to run that. Abaddon, as usual.
Yeah, most of the other big ones are gone though. There's no... I mean, the other main support, I guess, is the Shadow Shaman, but they're on the Radiant side. They don't really have much of a pushing draft behind it. And he is a bit weak if the Bears try to force the aggressive try-in with the Ancient Apparition, so... well, Mirana's the selection. Interesting. So, Eternal Envy Mirana looked really solid at Star Ladder. I mean, there's a lot of ways they could assign these heroes, but I mean, I guess they could also put E in the Ember, but generally teams just have one Ember player, similar to how they have just one Invoker player. So, most likely where they divvy them up is going to be the offlane Puck for Bone 7, your solo mid Ember Spirit for Sing Sing, and the Safe Flame Mirana for Eternal Enemy. That means a very likely Shadow Demon pick here, maybe a Bane, but either one of those two would be a nice setup hero for the Arrow. There's your Bane.
Yeah, combos well with Mirana. Okay versus Batrider Initiate, not the best versus Sand King either, but still a good support overall, good roaming combination, somewhat decent defensively with Ember Spirit.
Yeah, not bad when Bat jumps in either. You can just sleep him or grip him and look to back off.
I think Batrider has a lot on his shoulders though. Sand King, it's very difficult to just straight get good ebbies off. Usually you need a combo into something like Batrider ultimate to start the fight into a Sand King ultimate. So again, it's all on the Batrider. Can he get his Blink Dagger early? Can he get a lot of kills on Ember Spirit? Sand King is good lockdown versus Ember Spirit though. The Ember Instant Stun is awesome.
Yeah, the other thing is Sand King's not so good against mobile heroes. Like Ember, Puck, and Mirana are just going to spread. And it's difficult to catch 2, 3, or even more in an epicenter.
Depends on how good your Sand King is. Sand King's super difficult to play very, very well.
He's one of those heroes that's easy to have a decent impact, but to have maximum impact, it's very difficult. Like,
farm like a really fast blink and then get tons of kills.
And sometimes there's openings to go for early smoke ganks instead of just sitting back and farming, but well, nowadays it does seem to be a little bit more just rush your Blink Dagger.
Cloud9, scared of the Spectre with the Ancient Apparition. This is something that Havos does run on occasion.
His Spectre has had mixed results. I think the biggest issue that he struggled with is just itemization. And there have been a few times where he's bought back, but didn't have Haunt as well. So I don't really feel like Spectre's his ideal hero, to be totally honest.
I don't really think so either.
But go now for the Wind Ranger, which I'm actually thinking this will be for DENDI mid. And we'll see like a Bat offlane / jungle for a Rise and some sort of defensive tri-lane with Havost. But DENDI Wind Ranger, Navi, one of the few teams that still like to run this as an actual core hero.
The mid Wind Ranger is super underrated. I don't think he's terribly good. She's terribly good versus Ember Spirit. Just because it's just a pain in the butt to deal with Ember Spirit. And you can just like Searing Chains her to win run and just Flame Guard down too.
I feel like whenever there's an Ember, half of the draft is like, well, this hero's not very good against Ember. This hero's okay against Ember. There's like
Batrider's very good versus Ember. That's about
there's Doom and Bat as like the two heroes. You're like, okay, they're good against Ember, but that's about it.
Everyone else is just mediocre.
And they'll ban out the Weaver, something that Havost did play quite a bit of in the past. Lifestealer's out there, although there's so many ways to deal with them and just avoid them in fights, so it feels like less likely we'll see the Havost Lifestealer this game.
What are we going to see for Havost?
What's out there?
5 seconds remaining.
Well,
this is where I want to bring up my Learn tab, but I can't because we don't have the custom draft screen.
Reserve time.
Not really sure what they're going to pair with.
Rest in pieces. Hopefully it'll be back for now. It looks like we got it working, but just not for this draft.
I think someone who can dump a lot of burst, like in an Ice Blast and a Batrider or Lasso, like I think even a Gyrocopter would be okay. I think they can protect him early too. Only problem is he's going to need a BKB, and he doesn't have any lockdown versus Ember. So alternatively, they could pick one with like a slight bit of lockdown, like Draw Ranger with Silence. Very good versus Puck and Ember Spirit, and Bane for that matter.
Disruptor ban from the Bears. They are anticipating that Eternal Envy Core Mirana. I think a smart bet. Although some teams do occasionally run the support, and now they'll need a secondary support hero, probably for AUI 2000. There's some junglers out there as well. The Chen's available. Not the easiest lineup to put pressure on though in the laning stage. You've got
not at all.
Very elusive solo mid and offlaner.
And I don't think that our lineup is really like great. They can't really take advantage of the Chen push early.
Abandoned. Good against Batrider.
Yeah.
Preserve your.
It's still difficult though. Just like a lot of heroes are, or not too many heroes are good versus Ember Spirit. There's not too many heroes that are like great versus Batrider too. All of them like sound okay in theory, but in practice, if there were super good bat counters, he wouldn't be first pick.
Yeah, that's a fair way to put it. The Bears, one more pick to go. It should be the Havost hero. Will they go for something unconventional here? Perhaps a little bit.
Morphling would be okay too. They don't have like too much lockdown for him. Just a little bit of silence. He can morph during Bane Grip. Not really sure if he's gonna play that.
This is a rare treat for Havost, getting to pick his own hero.
What does he want?
What does Havost want to play?
I'm trying to think of any YOLO heroes.
Well, there's always Meepo, who's the ultimate 4.
Dude, Meepo's not that bad.
He's the ultimate 4.
He's owned.
There's 4 of him.
There could be 5.
So this is like
He can upgrade.
And if he really plays well, then he upgrades to 5. And he's reached his final form. 3 seconds to go. It's the PUDGE! Alright. DENDI PUDGE. So this puts Havost onto the Wind Ranger and, well, like you said, a bit of a YOLO pick.
The PUDGE! I miss seeing a star letter. I really wish they would have picked a star letter that one game. But
it got banned, actually.
It did?
IG banned it. And like the 4th or 5th. I think that was it was DK that 5th banned it. I don't know. I don't even know if it wasn't against Navi even. It was against another Western team. But they did just randomly 5th ban a PUDGE one game.
PUDGE is owned.
It's basically like, you know what? We don't care.
I don't know if he can beat Ember Spirit in a one-on-one situation, but maybe.
PUDGE generally loses the lane. There's not too many heroes that he beats.
He can beat TA.
Yeah. I mean, you can even kill a hero like Puck if you can just bait out phase shift and then go for your hook with just the pump faking. Something you couldn't do in Dota 1. There was no, like, you know, animate. There's no, like, wind up to the hook. It just goes off. But it's very difficult to do that.
5 seconds.
I want to see this matchup. I haven't seen PUDGE in such a long time.
Yeah. Well, Ember versus PUDGE. I'm curious to see what kind of skill build we'll see out of Sing Sing. Does he just take some extra points in the Flame Guard to protect him from all the magic damage from the PUDGE? Or, well, we'll wait and find out. See how he looks to skill it up. But this could be our last game of this best of 3. It's Cloud9 versus the Fluffy Bears. And on the Radiant side, they're leading 1-0. You've got Cloud9. Pylai will be playing the role of the Abaddon. Headed towards the bottom lane, we do have Bone7 taking up the reins as the Puck. Eternal Envy on the Mirana. AUI 2000 on the Bane. And that leaves Sing Sing pulled very heavily with the double tangos and rushing the bottle. Lots of regen for him. And then on the Dire side, you've got Come With Me standing in as the Sand King here for Navi. Arise on the Bat Rider. DENDI playing the PUDGE. They might find Bone7. He does have an orb available, but he's getting caught out. Can he face? No, doesn't have the... No, he will jaunt in time. Barely able to do so.
Nice try.
That was like the absolute shackle. Last second.
Yeah, the shackle from Havost was almost long enough for him to...
Yeah. Zizo on the Ancient Apparition. DENDI on the PUDGE. And Arise on the Bat Rider, so... And Havost on the Wind Ranger, in case I forgot him. So that does round out Team Navi with 3 stand-ins, Team Fluffy Bears. Like you said, could have well been the first blood there. He barely jaunted. That was like the last, like, point.
He also stuck around for a little bit too long. Like, he saw Sanking. Sanking just, like, straight up walked up to him.
Yeah, this was Boots' first Sanking, so maybe didn't have a chance to see his items in time. But... they are going to go for an aggressive dual lane here with a Wind Ranger as well as a Sand King. Looks like they'll make it a tri-lane. Zizo's coming bottom too. And last time they did this, Cloud9 just kind of dodged around some dual lanes of their own. But let's see if they do it again.
That looks like... looks like it. I think they can kill Bat Rider too. Just simple sleep and arrow setup.
Yeah, it's a lot of burst damage and... maybe not at level 1, you'll want to see like 2 points in Brain Sap ideally, but I'd say around that level 3 mark, that's where their killing power gets really strong.
Then he's getting harassed out by illusions in mid. That's no fun, but this time they will concentrate a little bit more to help Sing Sing out in mid.
That's a lot of armor. This is like a Siege Breaker PUDGE. The funny thing is, despite the visual effect, his hero's 1 base armor. Bottom lane, we might have an engagement. Bone7 taking some right clicks from Come With Me. He's actually trading quite effectively here. They've got to be careful. They do leave Pylai in position.
Wow.
Aphotic Show comes flying out mid-shackle.
Did he even get stunned?
He, like, instantly removed the mini-stun. That's some great timing by Pylai. That's almost just showing off.
Yeah, they can kill Pylai though, if he's a little bit too aggressive. Uh-oh.
Both lanes have some killing power here. The orb's going to fly out onto Zizo. Not really enough to engage into him, though. They'll need a little more damage. And now Bone7, he does have an Aphotic Shield, but the Shackle comes through right afterwards, and they pop the Chilling Touch. The right clicks on the Bone7. Overstays his welcome. Will pay with his life.
Chilling Touch is too strong.
Sure, you've got Aphotic Shield, but you can't stick around like that. Needs to just save the orb and play a little more defensively.
Yeah, or wait until he has at least Phase Shift. Maybe he can Phase Shift to Sand King Orb or Sand King Sun or something, or maybe 2 Chilling Touch hits.
Well, they continue the pressure. Another Burrow Strike on the Bone7. Where's that Abaddon when they need him? It's 2 deaths already. Bone7 buys back even just to get back in the lane. Saves himself a TP scroll, I suppose.
How much is this? Oh, 130? Yeah.
Yeah, he saved 5 gold.
Yeah.
Saved 5 gold, but now his buyback's on cooldown. And buybacks in the first 5 minutes can be surprisingly strong. So, it's a cute little play from Bone7.
He's level 2 now.
Woo! Free fountain trip.
Easy.
Cheeky. But you gotta just say, like, maybe there's a little rage behind that one as well. Just a little bit.
Yeah, Pylon I think playing it in the correct position. Bone 7 has to be extremely, extremely careful. Already died twice.
By the way, I do want to point out in the mid lane, Sing Sing is going Flame Guard, and he's more known for the Searing Chains Sleight of Fist build, so I think this is just...
Oh, there might be a chicken snipe soon?
I think, well, not when it's hiding here.
Yeah. I think they know that he's there.
Yeah, they didn't actually see him, though, because he took, like, this path, I believe, but... he won't find the courier in the end anyway. Top lane, there's been a sleep. Long-range dive from AUI 2000 and Eternal Envy, and Arise will fall. He does buy his Tranquil Boots before going down, though. Now they're leaving Havost alone bottom, and, well, looking at this matchup, there's absolutely, like, nothing that the puck
Oh, they're smoking.
Abaddon can do. Come With Me comes in. The smoke will be revealed from the high ground by AUI 2000 in the right place at the right time. Once again, Come With Me, thinking about a burrow strike through the trees, but it's only a level 1 burrow. So
Pudge can cut him off, though.
That off. Well, will they find him? Dendi's coming in. They've isolated AUI a bit, but he can just run back around the north way. And even if they kill him, it's just going to be such a big time investment for this. Do they even bother? He's got the high move speed, too. Bane above average, and now up to 365. Dendi looking for a hook. It's only level 2. Jukes it. Keeps on running. He'll just get out, and they've wasted so much time going for this kill. Oh, the 4 heroes
there, though.
Tankid's here on the cutoff. 4 heroes will descend towards the Ancients. He'll sleep up the Pudge. He does get burrowed, and at long last, after a journey around the world, AUI 2000 will feed.
Created.
But yeah, well, I honestly, like, look at Sing Sing. He's level 5 now mid. He's like a full level up on Dendi. Well, half a level up.
That was a lot of time wasted. But still, they eventually get the kill. I think he could have harassed him a little bit more by like running into the Ancients and even wasting more of their time.
Maybe gone for a deny as well, but ultimately he had already done most of the job. Highlight Dyson, gotta be a bit careful here in the bottom lane. He's taking a lot of damage, fairly low on the HP. In the mid lane, Dendi did manage to find an Invis rune, so maybe he can look for a kill here relatively soon. But 4.5 minutes in.
He didn't even max Flame Guard, he went 2-1-2. It's an unusual build. Flame Guard scales really well with levels, though. It's
also just like the level 1 is really awful.
Yeah,
50 magic absorb.
Yeah, 200 is pretty pathetic.
It's a very weird way for it to scale, honestly. I guess it does mean you can't just really get 1 point. If you want to go for it, you've got to get more than 1.
Yeah, you can take creeps.
Which was also the change in 6.81, bottom lane. Highlight Eye gonna get caught out here, and with the chilling touch damage, there's just no way he makes it out. That's another death for this bottom lane, which has really struggled. Dendi is crouched up mid, hiding with Invis.
He is level 6.
Sing Sing's gonna get it now as well, though.
He has so much HP. He opted for Bracer over Phase just so he won't die to the hook combo.
Tough kill, to say the least.
It's coming! The hook! The hook! Oh, they see Owie. Maybe Owie's gonna be the death of... Nope. Dendi will not find any kills with his punch hook. How unfortunate. Yeah,
they even rotate Come With Me in, but you look at these supports for bears, and they are very level-dependent supports. It's a level 3 Sand King, a level 3 Ancient Apparition. I mean, Cloud9 aren't getting their levels up either, but they don't need the levels or the farm nearly as much as the bears.
They have such good wardage up in mid, though, too. It's difficult.
Dendi's fishing for the hook, but they're tri-laning mid, so... Even if you hit the hook, they just can turn around regardless. They're not going to find kills here.
No, they see his ward. Probably instant sentry, too. Oh.
Dendi looking for a hook. Lets it fly. What? Manages the wrangle one in on Highlight Eye. Didn't look like that was going to connect, but Dendimon now on the move. AUI will go for a Brain Sap. The Remnants come flying, and Sing Sing brings down one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ziza's going to fall here as well. This will be a quick double kill for Sing Sing. Gets the right click off, secures the kill, and now looks for Come With Me. Could even be a triple kill. Unloading with the Searing Chains. It's a triple kill for Sing Sing. Same story as last game. Oh, this freaking Ember pick. Hook? Ah, if it was level 4, he would have had it.
That was a buyback from Pudge, too.
Oh, these early game buybacks.
I think it was a buyback.
Clowny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did buyback.
Clowny indeed.
Game of buybacks. Looking for the hook. Bone 7's going to silence him, then orbs away, but the burrow stops him from jaunting in. He won't make it out in time. Now Dendi going in with a dismember. Can't quite get the kill, though. And Dendi's going to go down in the end. Now Pylai die on the run as well. 5-6 your score, and the bloodbath continues. But another death for Dendi just after the buyback as well. And a punch that has a slow start very quickly becomes food in the mid game. The hero has very low armor. The puck will get a free fountain trip. Buys a Maybe bought a branch before suiciding.
He bought TP scrolls.
Okay.
A couple.
Oh yeah, drag them into his inventory. So in the end, Eternal Envy also rotates mid. He's your lead farmer. We haven't seen too much activity out of Havost. He's mostly been just content sitting in the bottom lane and applying some pressure, but Envy's been kind of all over the place.
Yeah, indeed he has. Using Moonlight Shadow, hitting arrows after Bane, Sleep, and again, Aoi just making plays for them in the early game. Yeah, sure, he has one death, but he just creates so much space for C9 that all their important heroes have the farm. Ember and Potom both topping the net worth chart. Both is close.
Oh, Dendi needs this kill. He needs it pretty bad. They'll fish for a shackle. They won't connect. Then the smoke gets revealed. Looks like there's an immediate ping. They know this Pudge is lurking. He needs the level 4 hook as well. He's thinking about a hook, thinking about it, but
They might catch Abaddon on the back, though. They do have a reserve reward.
they might catch him. Is he level 6 yet? No, only level 4. Dendi's looking, lets it fly. He will connect. Reels him in again. Gives the kill to Havost there. And actually, he gets less hit.
Imagine if we were at the land.
Havost went for the kill secure.
How many people would be cheering on for the hooks?
Putka!
Dire structures
The one thing I like about Dendi's Pudge is just his movement and use of smokes and wards. Like, he'll buy his own wards oftentimes, and he'll just constantly be smoking around the map, going for these pickoffs, and not just sitting mid or farming, not waiting for
Another hook on bottom.
Away.
You missed it.
Oh, right as I move away. Blink and you'll miss it.
Still nice. Hook into immediate sanking, so no chance of a waning rift or phase jaunt dodge out. Yeah, nice plays from Dendi. Sure, he had a buyback, but he's getting kills. But at the same time, Sing Sing is left unchecked again.
Okay, this time they TP behind the tower. Although they throw in the orb immediately, they should know there's a ward back here. Bone 7's got to be playing careful. He's playing to the right of the tower, so he seems to know that there's an observer ward. But this last creep, as soon as it falls, he just knows the Pudge is here. Dendi set up shop, and he ain't going anywhere.
Patience.
Patience from Dendi.
How long is he gonna sit here? A couple minutes.
Until he stops getting kills, pretty much. Thing is, though, well, killing this puck is fairly important, but the Ember and Rana are both doing quite well. Oh, they'll find Bone 7 now. The Moonlight Shadow's been deployed, though. Haven't seen him just yet. He scouts them out. Now they'll back off. And they also make their move through mid, but they'll walk over the Sentry Ward here, and the gank will end, though. I don't know if these other heroes were spotted. There's a retreat from Havost down towards the bottom side of the Tier 1 mid. Makes it to a slightly safer position. But try to keep our eyes on Dendi.
Arise almost has his Blink Dagger too, and just 100 gold on him, so C9 wasting a lot of time trying to tower dive Havost in middle, but he will take the easy way out.
Well, the thing was there's no backup, so they get a Tier 1 mid. Sure, it takes 4 heroes, but they're not giving up any more kills to Dendi, though. He keeps on waiting. Seems to me like this is just not happening. Yeah, he'll back off now. The Bat Blink is out. This could be key, though. Now they've got some easier initiation. Dendi doesn't have to start every gank mid lane. Havost is lurking with an Invis, and he can go for a Shackle shot here, and AUI is on his own, just trying to get his level 6 up, but the Shackle, if it comes out, there's your lasso, a bit of a vacuum at that, and AUI now held in position. Shackle will connect from Havost, follows up with the power shot, secures the kill. Bone 7 joins the fray, gets Burrow Striked immediately. Is there another Shackle? It's still cooling down. The Ember comes through as well, flaming in, then backing off. Nice phase shift, dodges the power shot. Well played by Bone 7 in the end, but they do get the kill there on the Bane.
Uh-oh, Pilot Eye, no boots.
Dendi coming in, well, not level 6 yet, still only level 4. This is hard to juke the hooks as well. Hook! Well, he's fishing, Dendi is, but can't connect that time. Has the urn up, so just goes for the very cost-effective items. Probably going to buy himself another smoke pretty soon. Well, actually, they're out of smoke for, wow, 11 minutes.
Still, they haven't killed any of the important heroes, though. Eternal Envy hasn't died yet. Ember Spirit hasn't died yet. Abaddon's not terribly useful, but once he gets level 6, he'll start becoming a lot more difficult to kill and just able to save his teammates in case they get hooked, in case they get lassoed. But at the same time, they do have to worry about Sanking. Sanking does have Arcane and Bracer, so not going for the straight Blink Rush. He is still pretty far away from that. Only 500 gold on him right now.
Yeah, he's a bit behind, but they do have other initiation. The Pudge and the Bat, so getting an early Blink on Come With Me is nice, but not as essential as other games. He's not their primary initiator here. Bottle will come out. The one thing that concerns me is just the lack of smokes for Bears, though. This is a team that really relies on smoke initiations just to catch Cloud9 off guard for the Bat and for the Pudge, and they're not going to have it. Some
I don't know if they got enough kills out of their smokes.
Yeah, they got a good ward down, but they got the 2 kills on Puck, but ultimately not killing off the Ember and not killing off the Mirana. And now Cloud9 are smoked. They'll deploy a Moonlight Shadow. They'll head towards bottom. But Bears should be expecting this. They see that there's nobody defending the bottom tier 1. It's a pretty dead giveaway that there's something up. Observer War gets deployed. Havost, will he get caught out here? Saint going in, looking for the initiation, finds it with the steering chains. The coil gets thrown out as well. The hook was there to try and save him. DENDI does pull Bone 7 back under tower range, reels in another, gets off the kill. Now the last one to Pylai die. From the backside comes Come With Me. He cancels off the Fiend's Grip, now goes for the Epicenter, does manage to get it off, but it's just too late, not enough damage. Envy, though, gets hooked back in. DENDI's heating up, and now looking for more. Goes on to AUI 2000. Searing Chains will find him, not before they get the kill, can't deny himself either. 4 heroes dead for the Radiant, 3 for the Dire, but Sing still alive and up to 3k gold, so maybe a slight win there for Bears.
DENDI completely salvaged that fight, though. I think he might have been trying to hook a Vos, but
he was trying to hook his teammate out. Yeah. He got something special in the end, though.
In terms of net worth, looks like Cloud9 just ahead by a tiny bit, probably back of those 2 towers.
Oh, Havos looking for a shackle. Bone 7 phase shift dodges it. What a great dodge. The jukes from Bone 7. But they might be able to tick him down here. Just 1 or 2 more auto attacks would be enough. They don't get it off, though. Another timely phase shift. And then the cavalry arrive.
So if they can't translate this into a push, though, Bears is getting close to that point where they're actually much stronger 5-on-5 with Batrider initiate. They need Abbott on level 6, though. He keeps getting hooked into these very precarious positions and just immediately dies with no chance of a return kill.
It's just the threat of ganks that this is where it becomes psychological warfare. Cloud9 don't really just want to go do, put one hero in each lane and farm, which on paper, Puck, Moran, Ember is well suited to do that. Just spread the map with the Tricore, and at least 2 heroes are getting their items up, but against so much initiation, well, very dangerous. Looks like maybe they had a smoke on the courier, but this is still going to be their last one for quite some time. Unless there's more there. Yeah, no more smokes. Both teams are smoked. Cloud9 head towards the Dire jungle. Won't find anything because, well, your Bears are looking in the other direction. DENDI prowling through the woods, and will they drop some aggressive observer wards? Yep, they plop one down in the woods. Now DENDI making his move, cutting through the jungle. Still hunting, but unable to find anything.
They got some good ward set up behind the tower.
Yeah. That's the one thing that they've used the smokes for well in both cases. Good ward over here, good observer ward here. The last time they did it, they got this ward, and Cloud9 are playing scared now. They're definitely the ones who are more concerned about getting caught. Now hiding towards the northern side of the ramp, just anticipating the smoke gank, which indeed happens, and now they'll be spotted out by this Radiant Observer. They'll deward it, but Cloud9 are applying pressure to towers, and someone will have to go defend bottom soon, but I'm still feeling like they're in good shape here. Battle Fury's almost out for the Ember, and if the game goes late enough and they don't have some kills, Bears are not going to keep up with the damage output of Cloud9.
Ember Spear's getting big.
Yes, he is. It's not off a farm either. Saint's 4-0-3. He's only got 72 CS, which is still good. Not quite there with Havos, but just has had such a huge game impact outside of that.
Yeah, Ember and the rest of top. I don't know if they can actually get this T2 though. It looks like Navi and what do we call these bears? Fluffy bears? Fuzzy bears?
They're the fluffy bears.
Fluffy bears. Well,
I just
coming out.
Bears.
They do have the glyph.
Ancient Apparition ult comes in. It's going to connect on 2, maybe 3. It actually does hit 3. They've taken a tier 1 down, but they're just going for trades here. Trading a tier 1 mid for a tier 2 top. Well, I guess the one nice thing is maybe they can punish Cloud9's teleports in. Though they're not going to come from the normal direction. Sing says, I've got my Battle Fury now. This is a good time for us to start fighting. Bone 7 will deploy a TP into mid, and they're getting prepped up here. They're going to look to take this fight. Saint very scary. Has the max Sleight of Fist. Level 3 in his other 2 spells. Only the level 1 ultimate, but he's got the damage from the Battle Fury anyway.
No Firefly out. This is probably going to be the time for them to go back. Havos is a little out of position, but Cloud9 does not know that.
Moonlight Shadow's actually been popped.
They have Sentry Wards covered in mid and on and through the jungle.
Yeah, they're actually it looks like they might want to bait an initiation along those lines. Not going to find it though.
Mode 7 not going for the phase boots that he usually goes for on the puck before the blink.
He more does that when he's
Funnick. I guess
Bone 7 and Funnick both do it, but normally when they're snowballing their matchup. This game, I feel like they need him more just for the initiation, and
is under
less for
attack.
just crushing the lane 1v1. DENDI is hasted though, hunting for a hook. Look at it go. Look at it go. Well, PYLAI gets caught by the lasso here. He gets pulled back in. He doesn't have his ultimate yet. He's still level 5. That'll be an easy kill. Most likely does pop the shield, keeps alive for now. The Fiend's Grip gets thrown out, it gets cancelled very quickly. Now AUI 2000 on the backside, eats an epicenter, he'll fall. Arise hunting for Bone 7, he's been isolated. Blink Dagger's getting picked off left, right, and center. Looking for a shackle shot here. Will Havos find the angle? The Sand King's so low. Almost down as Sing Sing comes through. He burrows up to the high ground, keeps on running. Sing Sing still finds him for the triple kill. While Havos continues the chase, but this looks to be a bit of a YOLO move. Shackle gets dodged. And now he's fully committed to this kill. He knows he's going down. Just wants to get something for his trouble. No way he gets out with Sing Sing. Actually low on mana. Doesn't have any way to cancel TP. But holding on to the Searing Chains. Oh, maybe he does get out in the end. No mana there. Arrow's not going to connect. Havos Wind runs his way out. Courier coming deep behind enemy lines. Inch Apparition ult. Also not going to hit anything. And he will back off. Bit of a chaotic fight there.
Man, Bears picking up some momentum here. They're slightly ahead in goal, but their late game is, what, a Windrunner who went a mech? So they're supposed to be up ahead in kills at this point. I still don't know if they have enough to deal with Sing Sing in the late game, though. 7-0 and 3. Still picking up a lot of gold after that Battle Fury. Havos kind of in no man's land.
Yeah, it doesn't... The only way I see them winning late game is just crisp execution. Because in terms of just damage output and ease of execution... It's not so easy here for the Bears.
Yeah.
Epicenter is probably their NH Apparition or their two biggest damage spells, but against such a mobile draft, it's very difficult to connect on the combo.
PYLAI 6, but he didn't skill his ultimate! Oh no! Oh, PYLAI. I think that was a misclick. I don't...
He might be slightly on tilt after the amount of deaths he's had and pressure he's been under this game. 0-6, actually. The good news for Cloud9 is the Abaddon's the one who's dying a lot. It's not great, but it's not like this hero needs much in terms of farm.
Yeah, he really doesn't. Just needs Tranquils, pretty much.
There's your Blink Dagger on DENDI. So they've gone
Zizu almost gets hit by an arrow.
triple Blink and double Force. It's all mobility items here from the Bears. But can they actually find openings with them? Even with triple Blink and double Force. It's still tough the way Cloud9 are playing this.
It really is. They're so good at playing keep away. Sing Sing is huddled at his T3. Look how far he is away. Not falling prey to defending this T2.
And going straight into the second Battle Fury as well from Sing Sing.
Geez, so much damage. So much deeps.
If he gets caught, they have so much lockdown to kill him, but that's where having to hear like Abaddon as a backline support can still turn the fights. Well, if he gets his ultimate.
I think they ping on Roshan, but they have an awful, awful Roshan lineup.
No medallion, no real physical damage.
They don't have 3 melee.
They do have a mech.
Yeah. They have some stuff that I guess it's okay for it. Focus Fire is decent, but he doesn't have 1 skill point in it yet.
Yeah, normally you won't see that until like level 13 or so. Sometimes a value point to break a Linken's, but...
It's getting buffed next patch. With Ags.
The Windrunner Focus Fire?
Mm-hmm.
What was the change exactly?
30-15-0 penalty instead of 50-40-30. And then no rules for unique attack modifiers. But still, Scepter and Windrunner.
It's just like not why you draft Windrunner, end of the day.
The right click, man! Have you seen Fog's Windrunner with
Shadowblade and Orchid and stuff?
He gets Basher. It's Ownage. You bash the crap out of people.
Yeah. Hook from DENDI, he's gonna come in, then he blinks out! He's looking for that lasso follow-up from the Batrider, but doesn't come. Wow. For a game with a DENDI Pudge...
Does this Sentry Ward see this Obs Ward? It's like right...
If you zoom in, normally you get a better angle on it.
I think it's
just
out
of range.
Slightly out. That's so close.
I'm not gonna check that now. We've got hooks coming, they'll find Sing Sing. He does run down immediately. Well, that engagement will end. There'll be a shackle shot here on 2. Will DENDI find another hook? No, still cooling down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They need a Sand King.
He's hitting his hooks
like
too.
Yeah, he is indeed.
Top lane's pushing in, and as soon as they start TPing out, Cloud9 likely to go in here with the Moonlight Shadow, try and catch the retreating supports or the retreating heroes of some kind. Well, DENDI's still fishing.
Look how far back they're standing. They're so damn scared of Pudge and Batrider, to be fair.
They also don't have to fight, is the thing.
If they want to defend this T2, they do.
Yeah, it's slightly outside of range.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Envy coming in. Will come from the backside here, and the lasso goes off, and Envy gets caught out immediately. Havost is forced to mech just himself. Then the epicenter connects on 3. Come with me. A lot of AoE damage. He didn't catch them with the first few pulses, though. Won't be able to find the kill all by himself. Now the Sleight of Fist. Sing Sing turning the fight around. Hits on 2. Brings them down low. Then Envy cleans up, and that's a self-deny from DENDI. Still, they're on the run now. They've lost 2. Sing Sing in heavy pursuit. He's got the combo. Does go for it. Doesn't connect on the Searing Chains that time. Now Havost able to run his way out, but the tier 2 falling. They get a self-deny. They lose a Sand Cane, and
they kill Mirana,
okay.
get her buyback. It's not so bad for them.
2 kills in exchange for and a tower. Oh, 2 for 1 rather. But they'll get the kill bottom on Havost. Find him with the Searing Chains, and now we'll look to push this tier 1. And with the damage that they've got in Sing Sing on Envy, this tower is mincemeat.
Sing Sing's getting really big. He still has not yet died this game. Sing Sing has just been a beast on Ember Spirit, and
he's not died against
game 2.
Triple blink, double force staff, mass single target initiation,
and still outputting tons of damage too.
Yeah, and it also goes back to just the supports being good defensive supports. The Bane who can force people to stun him to cancel Fiend's Grip, and your Abaddon who can turn the fight around and keep the Ember alive.
Yeah, they have a very good draft for Ember Spirit.
Yet he still hasn't died.
Yeah, he has not. Working on that second cleave. He's just gonna be owning full soon though.
Well, and I think he's got a component. Nope. Well, he's still got just the 1 Claymore, but it's not far off. And no hurry for Cloud9. They don't need to end anything soon. They're going 5 mobility items. They've spent like 10,000 gold on mobility, basically.
Yeah, and the Bears can't get kills with it. It's not going to help them that much when it comes to late game. They don't really have the best Rosh lineup. They need to be able to take Roshan and maybe force something, or at least get the T1 and the T2 on the left side of the map.
This is a clever smoke from Cloud9. Their jungle's been infested by bears all game long, so they'll smoke from the top side of the map, somewhere we've hardly seen a single hero. Unlikely to have an Observer Ward there. And now they can still make their move towards Roshan quite quickly. And this could be a bad position as Havost gets bashed. Oh, he's been caught. He's in the pit now. He does have no Force Staff either. Now Sing Sing's gone in. They find out Arise. They'll kill off the Bat Rider. He's their gem carrier too for this fight. Moonlight Shadow gets deployed, and the Sand King now burrows into the trees. Tries to retreat out while Sing Sing wants to go in. The Bat Rider buys back. They'll find Zizu with the Sleight of Fist, Sleight of Chains, whatever you want to call it. The chains. And then they'll back off. So they force out a Bat buyback. They defend the Roche.
Wait, who had a gem?
The Bat had one, I believe.
I don't see.
I think Come With Me picked it up and then Burrow Striked up to the trees, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a purchase by Arise. Here comes the smoke.
Second
Right
smoke.
back into the fight. Now they won't have a Bat. Come With Me gets isolated. They keep on trying to hang out around the pit, but they can't even really threaten for this Roshan kill. Now on the run, AUI gets the sleep off, quickly removed, and now Havost continues to retreat. Envy in pursuit. The long range grip. The follow-ups here from Sing Sing. Too much damage on Havost. Too much damage on the Inch-Apparition. Just too much damn damage, period. Now the Bat. He's gotten off a single lasso, but it's into 4 or 5 heroes. They finally lose their puck. Arise will make it out safely. Arrow fishing for him. Won't connect. Now Envy forced to leap out. And they reel in Pylai Die. The hook connects. The Abaddon will fall. So in the end, a 2 for 3, though, once again, no deaths on the Sing Sing Ember, and Envy not dying either.
Radiant's top tower.
Arise going for. I'm not really sure what he was trying to connect with there.
I think he just thought a hero was TPing out, like, right up the cliff. Wasn't the case.
They will blow a smoke for this too, and they lost a gem, so big win for Cloud9, Eternal Envy, and Sing Sing. Still not dying in these team fights, just getting huger and huger by the moment.
I think he's got. Well, actually, they're smoking to the base. They're all the way into this one.
DENDI getting
hook finds Eternal Envy. No leap out in time. They might actually get the kill here. Flame breaking him back. One more right click kills him mid leap. That's a much needed kill. Still, it's not on Sing Sing.
Yeah, he was really close to his Mjolnir.
That's double Battle Fury time. Will they find this courier?
The problem with Bears is, yeah, they might be able to get kills, but how are they ever going to break base with this lineup? It's just so difficult. Maybe if they can get a couple of kills around the map, but straight 5-on-5, Bears almost has no chance pushing in a double Battle Fury Ember Spirit.
Yeah, and it's not like they can just spread the map and farm for ultra late game. Like you said, they do have to find those kills. Arise jumped in a bit here, looking for a lasso, but will be forced back. Just trying to zone Cloud9. out of the top lane.
Radiant's top tower
We'll be able
is
to
under
do so for
attack.
now, but Sing Sing now comes in, has the double Battle Fury
Radiant's
online.
top tower has fallen.
We'll see if they actually mount their defense of the tier 2, or if they just fight from the base.
I think they can do it. The
They're
tower's
waiting
at full
for Envy here.
HP.
Tower is under attack.
They just need like 1 or 2 Sleight of Fist.
There is only a
casts.
single Dust on a Rise, so if they Moonlight Shadow, this could be pretty devastating for the Bears. Well, they'll back off.
They do have a Obs Ward there, but immediately taken down by the gem now. Bared by Abaddon. So Abaddon died like 6 times, I think, before level 6, and now he's only died 1 time since then. So Pilot Eye may have been until earlier, but it seems like he's recovered quite well. Now the Roshan attempt will begin, but maybe with a Vlad's they can do it.
It's almost like, who cares if they do get it?
Yeah, they don't really care. Cloud9 doesn't.
Well, looking at the Bears right now, I mean, the other concern for this team is not only do they not have that much damage, not only can they not really break the base, but they lost their gem, and they lost their gem as a Pudge Batrider lineup. A lineup that's all about just sniping heroes, having vision to do so, but they don't really have any vision right now. Just a single Observer Ward. The lanes are now being pushed in pretty quickly. Their counter push is okay, not amazing, and yeah, losing gem in some games is a big deal. This game, I think it's a really big deal. Plus, there's the Moonlight Shadow to worry about.
Moonlight Shadow's a pain in the butt. These supports are not as rich as they could be simply because of that.
It's a big investment. Well,
they've been gone for so long off the map, Bears has, but still, Cloud9 doesn't even check Roshan because they're not scared of them doing it. It would take them so long to do so, and if they were to be caught, that's pretty much a game-ending fight right there, so the risk is too great for them to take it out.
yeah, the risk-reward ratio is all out of kilt.
Still, they can win a fight off a big epicenter. Problem is, Come With Me's not even level 11 yet. Oh, he just hit level 11. He was just level 10 just a minute ago. He's a little under-leveled.
Cloud9 just chilling, occupying the enemy jungle. They'll work towards the Mjolnir now, and really in no hurry. Neither team wants to make a move, but this tempo, this pace, definitely favoring Cloud9. Their heroes scale with the farm better. They've gone for more of the late-game itemization, and overall just in the
They're important
better
heroes to have
position.
farm, too. Like, the farm spread on Bears is just not as important. You have 3 heroes in the mid of the pack, but none of them really do that much with the items. Wind Ranger actually out net worse Ember Spirit, but it's a Wind Ranger.
Like you said, also went for more of your standard utility Wind Ranger. It didn't go into some early damage items. Can get a Hex, can go back for an MKB. It's not as though she can't do damage, but I mean, you compare that to an Ember Spirit with double Battle Fury, potentially dataless, and it's just very difficult to see her keeping up.
And on top of that, you have the Bottom, who can just throw Mjolnir on Abaddon or Ember Spirit.
Yeah, whoever you want, really. Just those regular Maelstrom procs were hurting a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that item actually did get a slight nerf in 6.81, but I think well-deserved. It went from being very rarely picked to being almost too good.
Yeah, the item's really, really good, and I think with BKB not being gotten as often as before, it's become even stronger.
Haste.
DENDI's gonna use a haste. He had it bottled up for some time. Will Na'Vi +3 look to make a move here? The fluffy bears just chilling near the pit. They've been near this damn pit for so long, but it feels very dangerous to go for it. They do have the ultimate now for Avost, and they'll deploy it. They'll work on the Roshan. But even if they get it, they still got their work cut out for them. Will we see Cloud9 look to contest into the pit?
This thing's so slow.
Yeah, this is with his ultimate.
Yeah.
Now wind running, just to tank it a bit more. But it ends, and that's like the worst Roshan lineup I've ever seen. They can't even do it. They'll go for a last one. Sing Sing do pull him way back. The coil's there for the counter initiation. Everything onto Sing Sing. Still Remnants out. The Remnants back in the middle of the fight. Then goes through with the Sight of Fist again. But the epicenter with Come With Me is absolutely massive. He got up the Veil as well. Connected on 3 heroes. They've lost 4. It's going the Bears' way. They're doing it. Now they'll find Pylon Die 2. All on the back of Come With Me. And a great last one initiation. Suddenly team wipe, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
That was a huge Sand King ultimate, though, and they got so much damage on Ember Spirit right before he was able to use his ultimate.
And what do you know? The sun's shining. The team fight recaps are back. And K-Pop Tosis is doing a jig. Well,
So Bears wins a fight, but they still can't get anything out of it. They
got 5 kills.
They got 5 kills.
And a gem back.
But this is an objective-based game. You can't just get kills and hope to win the game.
I think getting the gem back is a pretty big.
Yes, getting the gem back is huge, but still, no Roshan, no towers. They still haven't come close to being able to push up to T3, and I still don't really see how they're going to do so. Wind Ranger does have a sheep, though, so if they can pick Ember Spirit off when he's trying to farm alone, I mean, C9 hasn't really been able to move around individually that much. They've been just clumped as 5, protecting Sing Sing, and just no one really has that much farm side of Mirana. She did buy back earlier. She does have Mjolnir and drums now, but she could be a lot more farmed.
Is it worth Cloud9 investing into some BKBs this game? I mean, I've Ember, who normally doesn't build one, Puck, who normally doesn't build one, but it feels like the only way that they actually can die is from Epicenter. If that doesn't hit 3-4 heroes with Veil, there's just almost no way they lose a fight. Is this a BKB game?
They can go Lincolns too on someone like Ember Spirit. Abaddon certainly doesn't need one. Potom probably needs one, I would say.
I mean, I would agree with you. I don't think any of these heroes are really great BKB candidates, aside from maybe the Mirana, and the Bane, I suppose, but more to get off his grip. Still, after the way that fight went, if you just tallied up the amount of magic damage versus physical, it's got to be like 90%
That's
magic.
true. At the same time, if they get like Bat Rider ultied into a sheep, they're just gonna die anyways. It's a difficult road.
The
for
one
them.
thing they are going for, though, is the pipe for Bone 7. So, Puck Pipe. Very unusual combo. He's got 700 health with just Arcane Boots. But Pipe could be a game changer here.
Veil, AA Ultimate, Sceptered, Come With Me's Epicenter. It's a lot of damage, and Pipe won't be able to block all of it. Not even close.
Well, I guess the alternative is blocking none of it.
This is
not very
They definitely need a Pipe, though. It's a really good choice for AA.
Here's your BKB on DENDI, and now the one concern is that there's only a grip to cancel this ultimate. So, well, actually, can you aphotic shield off Dismember? Oh, I guess there's the shield as well.
Yeah, you can. You can defensively sleep too.
In comes the carrion. They'll just hang out near the pit. They are bringing down the Rosh a bit quicker now. DENDI's only with 3 armor, but still tanking up the Rosh nicely. Most will deploy his mech, and they'll get the Aegis now.
This Roshan fight has lasted so long that focus fires run out.
Oh yeah, it's been down.
It's one of those.
He needs a scepter. That's the problem.
Oh lord! Please not 6.80 Wind Ranger.
The
Scepter.
Wind Ranger scepter.
I think it's terrible. Next patch. Next patch.
Maybe next patch. What other Wind Run? They'll finally secure the Roche here for your fluffy bears. What do they do with it now? Plate Mail comes out first. Come With Me. He'll work his way towards the Shivas. I suppose if the game goes long enough, maybe we even see a Refresher Orb as well.
Fuzzy Bears is actually pretty far in the lead in terms of gold. 7,500 gold lead for them.
Oh.
It's all on the back of Sinking Ultimates, though, as you said. Without big Sinking Ultimates from Come With Me, they don't win the fight, even if there's a good lasso, even if there's a good hook from DENDI.
Even if there's a good Ancient Apparition ult, there's just not enough follow-up damage, I feel.
BKB Rot, easy.
BKB Rot, and maybe the Timely Dismember. I will say one thing, though. Cloud9 are playing scared. Very scared Dota right now. And rightfully so. Losing the gem means that Bears fully reestablished map control, and you look at their vision right now, it is so much better than it was before the gem fell. Radiant Vision's still okay, because some of the lanes are pushing out.
Looks like Sing Sing is going for BKB that you were talking about. So is the Bane.
I kind of like the
close.
Mass BKB. There's so much magic damage.
Yeah, they just need to survive through the initial burst.
Meanwhile, they're just hunting. Clearing out the trees.
But Cloud9's not really getting any farm in the process, dude. Oh, they're smoked.
Smoke behind Eternal Envy. It looks like that did not clip him. And they do know how Bone 7 likes to play. They've been just clearing out the trees one by one, constantly scouting, stacking the napalm up, just relentlessly hunting. But he just blinks in deeper, goes even farther away. And they won't find him yet.
I don't think C9's smoke is going to amount to anything either. They don't really want to fight Bears when they have the Aegis. It's too scary.
They do have an idea of where some of these heroes are, having seen the Wind Ranger top, and well, so they're going to be a courier snipe attempt. Bone 7 looking for it. No, just silences the wave and TP's out immediately. Enter the rat.
That's cheeky.
Wasn't even enough to really force a reply, though. Looks like they wanted to bait some TPs in, go for a tier 1 bottom, but they won't be successful in doing so. In fact, Bears are descending on this bottom lane, and with an Aegis online, with the Hex up for Avos, and the BKB on Dendi, it is a bit riskier to force this, so they'll just try and stall, spread the map out, probably go for some TPs out soon. Highlight will he get caught out? No, barely able to escape. Now Rise is hunting, though. He will actually find Sing Sing. Oh, they pull him back in. It's the worst possible here to get caught out. Now get cheaped up, and there's no one to keep him alive. How did they lose their Ember there? Oh, what a disaster.
I'm not sure either. Normally his Remnant drop behind. Sing Sing's usually pretty good about doing that. Or he could just TP it out when his teammates TP it out.
I think that was where he... Was that where he dropped his Remnant? I saw him drop one, like, in this general area.
I'm not sure, but if... Like
Well, normally you want to leave it a bit farther back than that.
if a Bane can TP out with no blink, Ember Spirit should definitely be able to get out. Should definitely be able to get out too.
Well, that is the one thing Bears have going for them. If you miss position, you will pay. Against 5 mobility items and Hook and Lasso, you'll give up kills if you're out of position.
Bad has an Orchid coming up soon too, so that's going to make Ember's life even more difficult. He's not terribly close to BKB. He'll have his hammer. He still needs 1,000 gold, and this base push is coming with the Aegis. They still have 3 minutes left on this, so this is the true test of fluffy, fuzzy Bears.
Whatever. Arise comes in. He's hunting now for the Lasso. They're already painting out the trees, so they know this is the angle that the bat will look to attack from. And they'll kind of position themselves towards the northern half of the tower. Havos can be the siege engine here, though he still doesn't have a damage item. Will he actually pop his focus fire?
I
on
bet
the
C and I
tower?
wish they had a tree right now.
Then they could turtle for days. Still, they can turtle for a long time, and it's like you said, this lineup for Bears is just so weak at breaking buildings.
I mean, they have the Aegis advantage. They have Sheet. They have a lot of blinks, but Cloud9's positioning is just too good, too far back.
Their only method of breaking base is getting kills, though. Sieging is just incredibly slow and unlikely to work out with the level of farm they have, which is... You compare that to a lot of other drafts you see nowadays, most lineups have some really good push, be it a Naga with mass farm, once in a while your mass Necrobook strat, or even just a Lycan pick.
Yep.
Luna, Manta,
And Eternal
Disruption
Envy
spam.
doing a very good job of pushing out that top lane so that Bears is forced to retreat back. And this will pretty much seal a fight for C9 without Bears Aegis. So 1 PKB up, they need 3.
Yeah, once they get to the 3-4 BKB status, it's going to be hard for Bears to win these fights. That's where the physical damage needs to come out, but still a long way from achieving that. Well, 40 minutes in, Bears hanging on for now, though. Again, all these items feel very mid-game oriented. They made it work in the last Roche fight, but will it work at the 50-60 minute mark to have 0 physical damage items, to have a lineup that's almost entirely geared towards magic damage against mass BKB? It's again just comes down to initiation. Do they get those pickoffs?
Pudge looking for kills.
Bone 7 will back off now. Now he's feeling a little bit lonely here. Can blink into the trees, look to TP out, and will do so at this time. The lane pushes in top a bit, and they'll just roam as a pack of 4 towards that top lane. Sing Sing wanting to complete his BKB. Cloud9 not wanting to give up any kills. They'll leave a Remnant, a safety Remnant back at the base. And the Aegis should expire momentarily.
60 needs crit though too. Not sure double Battle Fury is the best idea versus Bears' lineup, because they don't have that many summons that they need to get rid of, and they don't have that many melee heroes, so they're very unlikely to be clumped up. It is very good at clearing out creep waves when you're defending your T3 though, or when you're just farming out waves, but still, they need some burst damage on the heroes. Kill them quickly.
Yeah, at the same time, it should work out as long as they don't give up a big kill on the Ember again. He died bottom, but that was a very avoidable death, and expect it won't happen again. So, from the time he gets the BKB, he just needs the Crystallis, and there's your BKB. One issue for Cloud9, though, is lack of buyback. If they do get picked off now, they have no buyback on Ember. In fact, we can just run through the entire lineup. They only have a Bane buyback, so this is a scary timing for them. Sure, they're good to fight now, but well, we saw what happened last fight. The Bat Lasso's in, and even if he had a BKB, he would not have gotten it off bottom lane. He got shackled, hexed, lassoed, never had a chance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Havos is slowly plucking away at that tower.
There's a glyph available. Well, another Sleight of Fist. That one only clearing out some creeps, not even hitting Havos once, who is, by the way, up to 5,300 out. The Blink Hook comes in from DENDI, only finds a creep, but they deward on the back of this as well. If they can just get a ward up on the high ground, that would just That would probably seal Cloud9's fate. They want to make a move out. They see some TPs towards top lane. Envy's retreating out. Now the Spirits come in. They'll find Come With Me. He'll be the lone casualty on the bottom lane. Miwa on top. The lasso's there on Eternal Envy, but got off his BKB. They need to dismember him. Then Arise probably has to run out too. They're not getting this kill. Envy will just TP out. Hook. Oh, that'll cancel it, but then he actually procs the Mjolnir, which kills off the bat, drops the gem. Envy's gonna find a double kill potentially. One more right click, gets the kill. Looks for the triple kill now. Arrow in your face. Triple kill for Eternal Envy, and they lose the gem. What an unmitigated mess, and they're not done yet. They've lost 4. They could lose 5. Havos buys a TP. He runs back in, right into Cloud9 territory. If they can just Remnant forward. No Remnant available for 8 seconds. Do they have a Blink Coil? That's not up either, but the Blink Silence is there. Now the Hex from Avos. They force out a buyback on the Sand Cane. Then they grip up Avos. It's a team wipe around the map from Cloud9.
Eternal Envy, what a player.
A train wreck.
Yeah, man. 3 heroes can't kill him.
Again, they have nothing on BKB. Like, they did nothing to him in that fight. Full duration lasso. Full duration dismember. He just casually turns around and kills all of them.
That Mjolnir was ridiculous.
Look at the swing. It's a big turn of events. 11,000 experience. That is a lot. Jesus Christmas.
Now Cloud9 knocking on the doors of Bear's base.
We'll blink in here with our eyes, looking for so potentially. He can force Death in, but then he's got no way to get himself out. Then he gets coiled. Oh, Flame breaks him. Pilot Eye, who pops his ultimate immediately, but affected by the Ancient Apparition ult, so not healing up during this time. Now gonna drop. Probably melts in the flames here. It's still only in a bad and not the biggest loss. From the backside is coming the rest of Cloud9. They're looking for the wraparound here with Eternal Envy and AUI, but they don't even need them. Sing Sing's killed off 1. Envy's cleaned up another. This is gonna be 4 dead, and GG's probably coming any second now. One more right click secures the kill. The hunt for the Sand Cane, who does TP out successfully. But that was their shot.
BKB too strong.
Yeah, BKB just ruins this Bears lineup.
Bears did a really good job of keeping Cloud9 from farming it early, though. I will give them that.
The level of execution required out of Bears was so much higher than Cloud9 at the 30-minute mark.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Like, Cloud9 could play decently and at least have a chance, if not outright just win the game. Bears had to play pristine Dota with the way the early game developed. But now the big items come out. EE Sum up to 5k gold. Sing Sing has the makings of his Daedalus if he wants to go towards it. At least the Demon Edge, the Crystallis, and the Recipe. Something like that. And, yeah, he's close.
And now they have Roshan control too. Cloud9 with enough map control, and they can just BKB tank through a fight if Bears wants to pick one.
Out comes the Courier. AUI 2000, by the way, did pick up his own BKB, so Lincoln's BKB. Lincoln's triple BKB. They are just all going defensive items now, because they already have their damage. All they need to do is live through the combo, and they just win the fight. Good itemization.
Even Abaddon has a blink. What in the world?
Well, he can just sit a million miles back and then blink in for the Aphotic Shield.
Yeah, it's pretty good for Spat Rider.
This is one item that I was surprised not to see it get hit in 6.81.
The Blink Dagger?
Yeah. Like, there's a tiny buff to Shadow Blade, but you can't compare it to Blink.
You buff Yules, though. It makes Blink less powerful.
A little bit.
Yules is really underrated. Well, hopefully he gets picked up more.
It's very strong on a few select heroes, like Invoker, Puck, probably the 2 biggest ones. Some cute combos like Night Stalker, Yule Scepter, but...
Pot him.
Yeah.
Easy.
I don't know about that.
Easy. Easy arrows.
That's like the noob-proof arrow. Here comes your smoke from Cloud9. They're moving towards the pit. Could be our final fight if EE connects with an arrow. Oh, and they're all grouped up near the Roshan. Come with me, the one that can't get caught. He's your carry for this team. Spirits will come in. Now come with me. He's going to walk right into them. He burrows up to the high ground, gets caught by a Sleight of Fizz. Now the orb. They'll go on to come with me. Isolated. Trapped up. They try to hook him out to freedom, but he already got force-staffed out of the path of the hook. Might have died anyway to a coil break, and now the hunt's on. Pilot die on the run. Everybody retreating out for Bears, but Roche is secured. This will go the way of Cloud9 if they want it. Straight into the pit.
Here they go. And unlike Bears, they actually have the physical damage to take them out in a timely fashion. This is only Aegis number 2, though.
Yeah, no cheese. But it's also just denying it to Bears. Well, let's see. They might go for a big Roche track here. Havos comes in. Does have a Shackle Shot available. Power Shot comes through. They will leap out. It is very risky to fight in the pit against Bears. They have so much initiation, so much mobility. Much safer for Cloud9 to try and fight them around the pit.
Oh, Wind Ranger has his Daedalus. So speaking of right-click damage...
There you go.
Plus focus fire. Get them crits. Crits all day.
Well, this is somewhat the answer for those BKBs.
I don't know if he does enough damage though. He's still only sitting at 255.
And he's only doing single target damage. Ember and even Mirana are doing just mass AoE damage.
Yeah, neither team wants to leave this. I guess Sing Sing can TP back and just throw a Remnant down if they want to push out the left side.
Yeah, they should probably do that soon. Top lane's pushing in all the way to the tier 2. And he's just chilling. Yeah, he'll go back, clear out the wave, and just Remnant right back.
Easy money.
Yeah, this is almost his Daedalus. If he wants to go for it, this might be a point in the game where you just would rather save for buyback, though. Have the Remnant buyback available. Avos will go in, they'll try and force the issue now. Cloud9, do they contest? Sing Sing rejoins the fray and prepare for engage, but it might be too late. Arrow coming through, not going to connect. Havosta's going to kill off this Roshan. They're forced to go in now, and into an awkward initiation. Havos picks up the Aegis. Now Envy's committed himself. There's a nice win run popped by Havos. Surviving for the time being. The Aegis still there, but they've lost one. They hook out Havos. DENDI wants to keep his brother safe. Oh, can't do it. The Aegis will fall once. H-Apparition ult will connect. The Epicenter comes through as well. Channeling it directly into Eternal Envy, who now is hexed up. Dropping quite low in his own right. Not dead just yet, though. Still alive on the periphery. Then they grip Havos. Aegis down. They'll lose him again as well. Come with me. Just trying to find Eternal Envy. Can't quite do it. And he'll get melted in the pit. They've lost 3. They've lost the Aegis. And they've pretty much lost all hope here.
It was nice of Havos to sneak it in. I think he should have disengaged a little bit earlier, though, trying to man-fight Sing Sing or Eternal Envy during his BKB.
Yeah, he even popped Windrun, but still just... It wasn't enough.
The Mjolnir damage.
Yeah. Just basically impaled himself upon it. They will hook in Envy now, but DENDI blinks out immediately. Actually, the leap already used. Bit of a panic leap from Envy.
He like leaped into T-Force. But no biggie.
That's what happens against DENDI PUDGE. He hooks, you run.
Press E!
Spam.
Press E!
Press all your buttons. Hook. That one will connect as well. Goes for the blink back. No more fountain hooks. Sad to say.
Well, they're just straight backdooring through.
Yeah, they're playing this very conservatively, though.
Yeah, they still need to be a little bit careful. As long as they have buybacks, I think they'll be okay, though.
Moonlight Shadow. Here comes the wraparound. Give them the loop-de-loo. Won't find that opening yet. Just cleaning out the waves and...
Well, they saw it with the Obs Ward. So, a little unfortunate for them.
They'll back off in the end.
Who has a gem?
AUI.
AUI. I see. I see. So Bears, yeah, the big problem with her lineup is late game, and Wind Ranger, she's nice and all, but I think I view her more as a 2. She is very
a 2 or
difficult.
even a 3. Like, she doesn't... Having her as a primary damage dealer just puts so much pressure on initiation for your team.
Mm-hmm. And she's not very good versus BKB, unless you get a ton of damage. But for someone like Ember, you can't compare the 2 when it comes to physical damage output.
Look at that, just cloud of gold. Cloud of golden coins. He's just making it rain right now, Saint is.
Double Battle Fury Daedalus. Yeah, he is.
This is what you call critical mass.
Oh, they're going for the smoke.
They gotta make this work. They need a good initiation here. Just find a pick off to start the fight. Arrow's gonna come through. Havos will dodge it. Oh, Arise almost walking into it. But they do juke away. But once again, Cloud9 are prepared, and they're back in their base.
Yeah, it's Abaddon in front. They don't want to go on the Abaddon.
Yeah, no Doom this game, sadly. They'll back off.
Still, valiant effort from Bears going for what they think will hopefully end the game for them. I mean, if they catch Cloud9 without a buyback, especially on an important hero like Ember Spirit or even Priestess of the Moon, then they have a chance of taking the base. But with all 5 heroes alive, there is almost no chance that they can break that high ground.
I like how Pylai Dai sees a hero and just blinks forward as a bad in. Just like intimidation blink. There's nothing he'll do after that. Just blinks in and then he goes. They've Moonlight Shadowed again. Was this in range of that Observer Ward again?
I believe
think
so.
it was.
Yeah.
Now they'll actually deploy Sentry and...
Look how many sentries are outside their base. 1,
now
2,
they've realized
3.
their folly.
So many sentries.
Well, they need them after losing the gem.
Well, DENDI, yeah, he can hook someone, but what are they going to do when it's just mass BKB on mass BKB? By mass, I only mean 1 on Dire. It's just not enough.
Yeah, it's really not. They'll sit back here and just wait it out.
Come With Me's positioning is really good, though. I don't know if they actually spot him out, but Eternal Envy and Come With Me are so close.
Yeah, just They can smell each other. Oh, there's a hook shot, or a hook rather. That'll initiate the fight. DENDI's walked in. Now the epicenter from Come With Me goes on the backside, focuses AUI, but he just BKBs, dodges away from it. Envy eating it. Dismember, but they're just not taking damage, and Sing Sing cleans it up. This is it. Too much right click. There's another crit. Triple kill for Sing Sing. A most to fall as well. This will be your 5th death. He runs in and out. He doesn't want to break the coil. He'll do so in the end, and Sing Sing's going to clean him up. He's got another sleight of fist. It's an ultra kill once again. GG. The Ember just proved to be too much in the end.
I can't believe Havos didn't ban him out the second game after seeing what happened the first.
He ends the game 22-11. The team had 39 kills, and he participated in 31 of them.
Havos drafts leaves something to be desired, but it is still fun seeing a Pudge.
Yeah, it's fun, and I mean, he's also drafting with 3 stand-ins, so, you know.
So I think you could have drafted him a more
stable lineup.
Not even. I think everything was fine except for the Windrunner. If they had a different hero with farm there, that can, or like someone with like an Abyssal, let's say, or a Life Stealer, like you said, something like that, I think would have been a lot better for them. I guess they can't exert the same amount of pressure, but still, you get the gist.
Well, this was a best of 3, and Cloud9 do take it 2-0. You're watching DreamHack Bucharest. Coming up next, we're going to have our winner bracket finals and our loser bracket round 1. I believe there's a bit of a break before that, but Cloud9 move on through the brackets. We'll take a look at the updated brackets in just a moment here. Alliance versus Fnatic hasn't ended yet, actually. Do you know? K-pop?
It hasn't ended. Fnatic was winning game 2, Alliance won game 1, so I'm not going to go game 3.
So Fnatic was winning game 2, and Alliance won game 1. So
spoiler alerts, guys!
Well, yeah, if you want to be watching that series, twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit2. It's still ongoing. We'll be taking a bit of a break down here in the downstairs studio, but you can check out Gods and Bulba handling the cast. Cloud9 now guaranteed a top 3 finish. Well, out of 4 teams, that's not that big of a deal. They'll certainly take it here. The Bears dropping down, awaiting the loser of Alliance versus Fnatic. And those matches coming up a bit later today, scheduled to kick off in about an hour and 10 minutes. So, with that being said, guys, I'm LD. He's Merlini. We're joined here by K-pop Tosis. You can follow us all at Beyond the Summit, at LD Dota, at Merlini Dota, and of course at K-pop Tosis. We'll take a break. We'll be back soon for more DreamHack Bucharest. Stay with us.